Dallas Cowboys. Hi guys, I'm Candy Lamp and welcome back to Candy's Locker Room. The Dallas Cowboys whooped the Lions on Sunday, but before we get into that game recap, I have to sing my praises of Dak Prescott being back after injuring his thumb and having surgery in September. Well, how did he do in Sunday's game? Let's get into this recap and see. It's Cowboys ball first, and Dak's first throw since being back was to wide receiver Noah Brown. Now, the pass was slightly high, but it still had a lot of power behind it. Unfortunately, on that first drive, the Cowboys did not score. It's Lions ball. With Lions ball, is nothing notable about this drive. They're unable to score. It's Cowboys ball again. Same story with the Cowboys. They're unable to score in this drive, and both teams are seemingly keeping each other at bay until it's Lions ball. They get down the field and Diggs bats down a pass meant for Raymond and essentially stopping the Lions from getting a touchdown. But they still are in scoring position, field goal position. They kick the field goal and it's good. Lions lead in this first quarter 3-0. It's Cowboys ball and we have 2 first downs by Pollard to start this drive off. And it's great to see Zach Martin and Steele just able to open up those lanes for Pollard to run through and get those first downs. This is followed up with a first down by Zeke, a first down pass to Schultz, a first down pass to Lamb, and at this point, Dak is looking great. He's looking better than most people had expected. The Cowboys make their way downfield, but unfortunately are unable to score a touchdown at this point in the game. They are in field goal range. The field goal is good, and the score is tied at 3-3 heading into the second quarter. It's Lions ball. There's a first down by Kennedy, and then there's a flag thrown on Parsons for hitting the helmet of the quarterback. And you know, right now in the league, they are very serious about that, and you just slightly tap the quarterback and they're throwing a flag. So that cost the Cowboys a 15-yard penalty. Gave the Lions a 15-yard advantage at that point. Lions get a flag of their own, and the funny part here is, well, not so funny, but they were trying to get the ball back to the referee. It hits him in the head, and thankfully he just kind of laughs it off and continues to call the flag. The Lions make their way downfield. There's a nice stop by Van Der Esch. I know I'm usually hard on him, but I'm going to give him his flowers when it's due. He made a nice stop. The Lions aren't able to score a touchdown here. They are in field goal range. They kick the field goal, and it's good, bringing the score to 6-3 in this quarter. Lions are up. It's Cowboys ball, and after a couple of penalties and a couple of incomplete passes, it's Lions ball again. The Lions aren't able to do anything in this drive after a nice sack by Donovan Wilson and stop by Parsons. It's Cowboys ball again. This is the drive that had all of the Cowboys fans on the edge of their seats because, well, for 2 reasons. Dak was being really aggressive. He was throwing those passes downfield, right? Slinging them right into traffic. But that's kind of what we missed. That is what I'm sure Kellen Moore missed, being able to make those play calls and seeing them at least attempt it. The other reason we were on the edge of our seats is Elliott went down on a play and he was slow to get back up. He needed help getting back up. He kind of limped off to the sideline, and we're like, no, we just got the yin to his yang back. Is he okay? Fortunately, after a moment on the sideline, Zeke comes back in and he's okay. Dak has the ball. He's sacked. Then on the next play, he slings it to Noah Brown. Beautiful pass. Brown catches it, but just as he catches it, he's knocked off of his feet, flipped into the air. On his back, he comes down, and the ball is loose. And guess who recovers it? The Lions. It's Lions ball, and we were right near the end zone. It's Lions ball. They're unable to make anything happen before the half. It's 6-3 at halftime. The Lions are up. Here in the third quarter, it's Lions ball, and not soon after, there's an interception by Trevon Diggs. Now, this was questionable to the commentators calling the game, but a win is a win. An interception is an interception, and I saw an interception. The refs didn't see a need to look at it any further up in New York or anything like that. It was an interception. The only person that had a problem with it seemed to be Tony Romo. But that's the story for after this recap. If there were ever a perfect drive in this game, this was it. First down to Lamb. First down Zeke. First down Schultz. 28-yard run by Pollard. A pass to Schultz. A handoff to Zeke for a Dallas Cowboys touchdown to finish off this 82-yard drive. The field goal is good. The score is now 10-6. The Dallas Cowboys are up. It's Lions ball, and after a sack by rookie Sam Williams, they are unable to score on that drive. It's Cowboys ball again. The ball is returned by Turpin for a 52-yard run, the longest in the NFL right now. Shortly after, Dak is sacked, and unfortunately, the Cowboys do not score on this drive. I feel like, if any, we should have been able to score on that drive. It's Lions ball again, and Cowboys Nation at this point is getting even louder. Then there's a flag called, this time on the Lions, and it's for holding Parsons. If you know, you know, you know. Cowboys and Cowboys fans and Parsons most certainly has been waiting for a holding flag. I believe this may have been the first flag that was called for someone holding Parsons during the game. It's been happening all season, and finally he got a flag called. And Parsons himself said that he went up to the ref like, "Did you catch that?" And he was kind of shocked that the ref caught it and called it, and then proceeds to say, "I should have had like 50 of those this season." Well, we're glad that he got this one. Right for the Lions, runs just short of a touchdown. They're at the 1-yard line, and Jamal Williams fumbles the ball, and it's recovered by Dallas Cowboys Anthony Barr. And that takes us into the fourth quarter, and it's Cowboys ball. Cowboys don't score on this drive, and then things get ugly in this next drive for the Lions. Sam Williams literally picks up and tosses Jackson down. Then there's this perfect interception by Jordan Lewis. It's great, it's immaculate, it's outstanding. And we look closer, and Jordan Lewis is still down. He had to be helped up and helped off of the field into the locker room. And the latest is that he was scheduled to have surgery on Sunday, and he's supposed to be out for the rest of the season. So prayers for his quick recovery. In this next Cowboys drive, there's a first down by Lamb, Brown, Schultz, and then they make it to that 1 yard line, and Zeke tries to hop over, but he doesn't quite make it, and then he uses those strong legs of his to run it in for a Dallas Cowboys touchdown, bringing the score to 17-6 after the field goal is good. And I'm telling you, Zeke looked like him old self. So all of the haters, all of the naysayers, if you didn't see that game and you were questioning if Zeke is still capable of 2016 Zeke, he is. He was hurdling all over the place. He was running, and he looked great during this game, especially the fourth quarter. It's Lions ball again, and rookie Cowboys Sam Williams literally runs up to Jared Goff, takes the ball away from him. He's running with it. He drops it. It's recovered by Cowboys Armstrong, and it's Cowboys ball. I'm just literally falling more and more in love with our Cowboys defense. Look how strong of a presence they have. Look at the game-changing and game-sealing moments they make in this game, and just all throughout the season for the Cowboys so far. It's Cowboys ball. I wonder if they let me join the team on defense. It's a run by Lamb, and then Pollard runs through the gatekeepers, Martin and Steele, for a big run before Dak can pass it to rookie Hendershot for another Dallas Cowboys touchdown, bringing the score to 24-6 in this game. And I tell you, Hendershot needed that pick-me-up. It's been a rough couple of games for him as he's been plagued by flags, but this was certainly the way to almost basically end the game for the Cowboys and Lions. It's Lions ball. And by the way, that was Dak's 150th touchdown pass, and his first touchdown pass since being injured. It's a first down Lions, and then Micah Parsons sort of forces the fumble, and the Lions end the game in good old Lion fashion with their signature turnover. The Dallas Cowboys win 24-16 with their starting QB1 back in action, and it felt great. The cheers rang out at AT&T Stadium. I tell you, it felt great having Dak Prescott back on that field. Cooper Rush did what he needed to do to keep the team afloat, and okay, honestly, more than afloat these past couple of games, with the exception of the last one that we lost with Cooper Rush playing. But for a backup quarterback, he did what needed to be done, and he played to the best of his capability, I think. So, not knocking Cooper Rush, but this is Dak Prescott's team, and I'm glad that Dak Prescott, after that injury, was able to return, and right now return in the manner that he did. Sorry, I'm confusing myself. All of his throws weren't just accurate, but look at the power that he had behind his throws. We could not make those type of passes with Cooper Rush. That is why we stuck to the run game so much. We kept the run game during this game against the Lions, but we were also able to pass a lot more, pass a lot further, and pass to different people on the team. And I'm loving it, and I can't wait to see what this Cowboys offense is gonna look like now that Dak Prescott is back, paired with our amazing defense. And that brings me to the game stats. Let's bring them up just so you guys can take a look for yourself how this game looks stat-wise. Jared Goff, 18 for 23, 197 yards, 2 interceptions. Dak Prescott, 19 for 25, 207 yards, a touchdown, and no interceptions. No balls given up. I'll let you take that as you may. Jamal Williams, 15 rushes, 79 yards. Tony Pollard, 12 rushes, 83 yards. Brock Wright, 4 receptions for 57 yards. CeeDee Lamb, 4 receptions for 70 yards. So yes, our offense has a little bit of work to do, but do you see the potential here with Dak Prescott back? That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave it there with this game. And right now we're gonna get into Candy's flag on the play. I have a flag on the play, and if you follow me on Twitter, you probably have a clue who this one is for. Tony Romo. I respected Tony Romo as a quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys, and I understand he has a job to do. He has to call the game as he sees it, but you also have an obligation kind of to not be so partial in a game, right? I personally felt like, and a lot of other people on Twitter agreed with me, that when Romo calls the Cowboys games, he's a little bit more harsh. For example, the play where Diggs intercepted the ball, Romo would not stop. I mean, he just gave a full closing argument to the jury that wasn't there about how that wasn't really an interception and it should have been looked at. And that was just a piece of just some of the things he says during the game. So Romo gets my flag on the play. Next, I have my players of the week. Yes, I said players because there's 3 of them. This game was so exciting to me, and there were just little bitty things that I love to see more than the other. One of them being Zeke hurdling like it's 2016 over the defenders. Zeke looked great out there. Zeke looked like 2016 Zeke, and I love to see him just shining and playing in all of his glory on Sunday. Many people have tried to count Zeke out. Many people have tried to say that we need to replace Zeke, but he's just proving more and more to the naysayers that he's just as capable now as he was in 2016. Now, my next player of the week is rookie Sam Williams. He just had an astounding game. 3 huge plays, flipping players over, knocking them out of the way. I mean, he just looked great out there. We already, expected big things from Sam Williams, but in this game, and a lot of people are going to say, oh, it was just the Lions. The Lions were 1-4. Yeah, I don't care about that. Look at the plays this guy makes. That just speaks volumes to how he's going to play further down the line for us every game from here on out. Maybe not 3 big plays, hopefully so, but he looked really good. Speaking of looking good, my 3rd player of the week. You can probably guess this one, Dak Prescott. Dallas Cowboys, QB1, Dak Prescott looked great. Was he perfect? No. Was every pass right in the hands of the receiver? No. Before a guy, again, who just had surgery in September on his throwing hand, those throws looked great. He threw for 207 yards. They were great throws. That throw to Noah Brown, oh my gosh, if he would have caught that, amazing. So I cannot wait to see, again, what we're going to look like further down the line as he adjusts, as the offense adjusts to Dak Prescott's style of play and him being back. We are going to look really good. We're going to look like our offense and defense match again. Now it's time for Candy's Q&A. We have a question from Instagram. Chaz Reese asked, Candy, how do you feel about Dallas Cowboys' performance against the Lions? It was awesome, right? But of course we could have done better, especially on the offensive side of the ball. Like I said previously, I think that they just need to get used to Dak being back on the field. And of course, I think Kellen Moore is going to change that playbook up a bit more since Dak is back and he's capable of more expansive plays, more extensive plays than Cooper Rush was. Right now, I'm happy with the win. I know that we could do more, and I'm looking forward to seeing our offense match our defense. But our defense, oh, beautiful. They held it down. The sacks, the interceptions, the flipping the players over. It was a beautiful game by the defense. But I'm looking forward to every game from now on hopefully being a joint effort, and we can say the whole team really brought it all that game. And as for Candy's hot shot of the week, well, I don't have one this week, unfortunately. My guys just looked cold going into the game. It was windy, it looked a little bit cooler than usual, and they just looked cold and ready to get into the stadium. But that's okay because they brought an ice cold defeat over the Lions. So I'm okay with no hot shot this week. All right, guys, that'll do it for this episode of Candy's Locker Room. Again, I'm Candy Lamb. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I will catch you guys next time.